Good Monday evening. Welcome to BCP Live. And for however long we are live, if we're even live right now, having some technical issues here at Studio B. But, we're going to be on for at least just a little while tonight. So I want to say thank you to everyone who is watching tonight. It is the BCP Summer Kickoff, and I am excited to get to visit with you or actually anyone tonight. It's a different night, but it is also summertime pretty much across the board, all the way around. And so, school is out, high school is out, college school is out just pretty much everywhere. So anyway, I do want to say thank you to anyone who happens to be watching right now. It doesn't show anything on my computer, so give me a shout out if you get a chance to say hi. I'm not going to stay on too long tonight. Hi, Brian, watching from Falls Creek Children's Camp. Falls Creek, that is so cool. So shout out to you, Brian. Thanks for stopping by tonight. And like I said, just for a little bit, it is Memorial Day, and we do want to speak about that in just a moment. I was going to share with you a screen that shows everything that is going on this week at Magnolia Festival. Hi, Terry. Thank you for saying something tonight. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well on this Memorial Day night, as the case may be. So it is actually showing now that a few people have stopped by, so thank you very much for that. Listen, we are going to be out and about all week long. Now, is the key here is the weather going to do what it did today? I got to mow some yesterday, and I was stoked about that. I was totally just jacked up about getting to mow. Got to mow some yesterday, and it was still wet, and I still tore some ruts in the yard, and I didn't want to do it, but I was really excited about getting to get out and actually mow. And I thought I'll just wait a little bit more, and we'll see if there's a little bit of time. Maybe it'll warm up again, and the sun will come out again, and it'll dry up a little bit more for Monday, and I'll get a chance to mow some more. Pretty much not the case. Was up working on the Bryan County Patriot this morning, up early, and then came the rain. So I don't know if you drive by and you see like some really nice looking mowed lawn, and I want to say thanks to everyone who's helped with that. Also, and if you see some, that's something that you look like you should get out with a machete and take care of. Yeah, sorry about that. I waited one more day to try to get some more stuff done, and I just couldn't do it. So anyway, hi, Penny. Thank you for watching tonight. All right, I appreciate all of you. Listen, I want to let you know we need to support the Magnolia Festival. We definitely need to support the Magnolia Festival, okay? So if it's not just thundering and booming and pouring buckets of rain all week long, I want to encourage everyone in Bryan County and beyond that we go out and we support not only Magnolia Fest, but also the PRCA Rodeo that is in town this week as well. So rain or shine with a couple of those things. I know if you're out in the rain in the rodeo, you're going to get wet. But at the event center, celebrating, if you're not out in the carnival, if you're one of the people in the booths or checking out the booths, you can do that indoors. Not only that, if it gets hot, there's air conditioning there. So shout out to the Choctaws and to the Choctaw Event Center for, making sure that we can have a Magnolia Festival there. All right, really quickly, the events for the Magnolia Fest get underway on Thursday. I'm just going to read Thursdays to you really quickly because I'm not going to take forever. And I know what this looks like. This makes me look like I'm 50 now. Okay. Does it make me look like I have 2 grandkids? Anyway, the vendor booths are going to open at 4:00 on Thursday. Now, that is 3 days from now. Okay. It's actually less than 72 hours from now. 3 days from now, booths open at the Choctaw Event Center. Okay, that's at 4:00. There's also going to be a tractor show, which is presented by United Ag and Turf. And I want to, give a shout out to all the sponsors for these things too. So, not necessarily sponsoring the Bryan County Patriot, but I do think it's important that we recognize those folks who are giving of their time, sponsoring events with Magnolia Festival. So the tractor show is going to be presented by the United Ag and Turf. Then at 5:00, there's a fetch and fish demo. It's a fishing demo presented by All Seasons Contracting, Fetch and Fish putting it on, and it's presented by All Seasons Contracting. They do fine work, by the way, too. Penny, this is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The Magnolia Festival, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'm talking like 3 days from now, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We're just hours away from the month of June. So that means it is time. The rodeo also is on Friday and Saturday, too. So all this stuff is happening this week, and we're going to be on location all week long. Well, after tonight and tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's show is going to be here in Studio B2. We have a couple of great guests. I definitely am excited to get to visit with them tomorrow night. So please schedule Get it down right now. Tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, the regular BCP live time. So please tune in for that. 5:30, opening ceremonies for the 2021 Magnolia Festival. I like ceremonies. I think they're cool. Opening ceremonies. I'm a big Olympics guy. So if you ever watch the Olympics, you like the opening ceremonies. Closing ceremonies are pretty cool too. I noticed there were no closing ceremonies for the Magnolia Festival. Does that mean it just keeps going if there's no official close to it? Someone check with Janet on that. Does it just keep going and going and going? Opening ceremonies at 5:30 on Thursday. 6 to 10 p.m., the carnival will be going on Thursday night, and I'm hoping, again, no rain because I want all the kids to get out and have as much fun as absolutely possible. 6 o'clock, a tractor parade presented by United Ag and Turf. That's pretty cool as well. 7:30, All Seasons Contracting presenting the Fetch and Fish Dog Show. There's going to be a dog show. So fishing demo, tractor show, tractor parade, dog show, and then finally on Thursday night, 9:15 or right around dusk, a tribute to our heroes fireworks display presented by United Ag and Turf and Brady's Stockpile of Fireworks. And that brings us to where we are today, because today is Memorial Day, and it is different than Veterans Day. Veterans Day, we honor all those who have worn the uniform, and Memorial Day, we honor those who have worn the uniform but did not get to come back home. They gave of themselves ultimately. They gave the ultimate sacrifice. Those who have been killed in the line of duty, those who have given their lives for others. And so I want to stop for just a moment and say it's not just a long weekend. And please don't ever think of it as just a long weekend. It is a very nice weekend. It's an enjoyable weekend. It's a time in which many folks before the summer really, I guess sometimes people say it unofficially starts with Memorial Day weekend. And that may be the case. And we do get time to spend just a little bit more time with our families. But the reason we have that time to spend with our families is because somebody, many somebodies sacrificed for each one of us. We have our liberties. We have our freedoms today because people gave of their lives. People gave of themselves. Some actually ultimately died in the line of duty. Some people were killed in the line of duty. Some people have given of their lives. I mean, seriously, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years of their lives to military service. And this day is a day in which we remember those who sacrificed, who were killed in the line of duty, who died for whatever reason in the line of duty. And so we just want to say thank you. And again, I cannot stress enough, it is not just a long weekend. It is a time in which we honor and we recognize those who have given of themselves. I've been fortunate in the sense the folks who served in the military, at least from my family and from Mrs. Patriot's family. Jody's father served in the Army, and he served in Vietnam, and he came home. And I am very, very grateful for that. I have had a very, very good, something in here in the room. I've had a very, very good father-in-law, and I am so grateful for the father-in-law that I had. And of course, he's gone to be with the Lord, and so I'm going to get to see him again someday. But he served, and he gave of his time, and he served during Vietnam, and he came home. Jody's grandfather served in the Air Force. He served in World War II. He gave of himself during that time, and he came home. And I got to meet him and have another great, fantastic grandfather in who he was, which was really pretty cool for me because I never got to meet either of my natural grandfathers. Both of them died before I was born. I got to had a wonderful step grandfather, two actually wonderful step grandfathers I got to know for some time when I was young. And then, of course, when Mrs. Patriot and I got married, then I got to have another couple of grandfathers through her, and they were wonderful men. And J.C. Sutton served in the Air Force, and he served in World War II and was actually a war hero in World War II. But you know what? He came home. And my father-in-law, Denny Houks, he came home. And I am so thankful that the folks that I knew who were in the military got to come home. But I know that it wasn't always that case with everyone. And I really appreciate that. You know, it was And let me read these really quickly too. Brian says, here, I'm going to put this one up there, Brian. Brian says, glad my father came back from Vietnam too. But he got cancer from the Agent Orange, and he still is dealing with the effects. You know, Denny actually dealt with the effects of Agent Orange too, my father-in-law. And so it was a difficult thing, but I'm thankful that he came back. Linda Dunham, hi, thank you for saying hi. I appreciate that. God bless you. I will say this though, because at least from one perspective, I knew some people that didn't make it back. One in particular, and of course locally, we remember Brady Rudolph, and I'm in the class of '89. Now I understand that I didn't graduate from Durant High School. I graduated 3 days earlier, by the way. My graduation was on May 22nd, 1989. Durant's graduation was on May 25th. 1989. I knew many people of the class of 1989 from Durant High School, from going to church over here and being in the youth group over here when I was in high school. I drove over from Ardmore. I'm a Dixon graduate, class of '89, but I knew Brady, and Brady was killed in a helicopter crash 14 years ago in Iraq, and we remember him on this Memorial Day. And so, there is, I think all of us, whether we, know it or not, we have somebody that is close to us that we remember during Memorial Day, and that gave of himself or gave of herself to make sure that the freedoms that we have are intact. And so I just wanted to definitely stress that today. Don't ever think of it as just a long weekend. Don't ever let that be the case. Enjoy your time, but recognize and honor the fact that there are people who gave of themselves so that you could have the freedoms that you have today. It is so easy to take for granted the freedom that you have and the liberty that you have, but know that it was purchased. Know that it was not free. Know that it was bought at a price. And it is a freedom that must always be diligently cared for and protected. And there are people who are even now caring for and protecting your freedom even today. You may not see them. You may not even know any of them, but there are people who are working and striving so that you and your family and me and my family and our families and our country can maintain its freedom and live under that blessing. And it is indeed a blessing. And I would go so far as to say it's a blessing of God that we have the things that we have. So don't ever take those things for granted. Well, my computer is running a little bit, I don't want to say slow. I think I'm still on the air. I'm monitoring on another computer, and it looks to me like I'm still on the air. So I wanted to say thank you, and that I'm not going to go too long tonight. I do want you to come back tomorrow. BCP Summer Kickoff will continue tomorrow here from Studio B. We'll have our regular show. And then on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we're going to be on location all over Bryan County. Specifically, we're going to be at the Magnolia Fest and the rodeo a lot, but we're going to be at different locations as well. So I encourage you, please keep Facebook going. Mrs. Patriot says it's our internet. Actually, you're probably right. Our internet is having some issues, but my computer is having other issues. And Mrs. Patriot, if you're listening, it's like the third computer of the day. I mean, we're having some serious computer issues around here, but I'm glad I'm on the air right now. So I do want to say, tune in tomorrow at 9:00. And then also, let me remind you this. Yeah. Okay. Here's what I wanted to, I'm sorry. Well, hey, listen, I don't know about you, but I'm one of those guys, when I see my wife's name come up on my phone, or if I see my wife's name come up on my computer, it will catch my attention. So I saw my wife's name come up there, Mrs. Patriot coming up there, so it caught my attention. I wanted to encourage you throughout the day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we are going to be on Facebook Live. It will not be directly streaming to YouTube on those days. Now, right now, we're on YouTube and we're on Facebook Live. Please do subscribe to the YouTube channel. A lot more people are subscribing to the YouTube channel, and that would be really cool if we could get that up to 1,000 subscribers. But Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we're going to be on Facebook Live, streaming live from all those locations I talked about and more. So please be looking and recognize you're probably going to get a few more notifications. If you get the notifications on Facebook, they're going to be coming up with a little more frequency on those 4 days. So thank you very, very much. And yes, Mrs. Patriot, I was just telling Bryan about that just a moment ago. Linda, thank you very much for stopping by tonight. Linda Roundtree, Linda Dunham, Penny, Michelle, Bryan, and also as well as Terry. Thank you very much. Appreciate you all. Mrs. Patriot, thank you very much for stopping by too. So I want to close out with this tonight. We do recognize we will never, ever forget those who gave ultimately the sacrifice, gave their lives for us, for our freedoms. I also want to remind you too of this, and it's been 6 days. So maybe you hope you remember these things. Be wise, walk in love, do not live in fear. Be wise, walk in love, do not live in fear. Tomorrow night at 9:00, regular show, but it's going to be a good one. So tune in. Thank you to everybody for stopping by tonight. Anything else? Did I miss anything? If there's anything I missed, anybody have an announcement there? Anyone have anything that they needed to get across? All right. Just checking really quickly. Okay. Cool live stream tomorrow. Very cool live stream tomorrow. Be looking for that as well. God bless you all. Thank you very much. Have a great night.